Salmon, North East Asia editor, and welcome to Deep Dives. Now, the man sitting on my right has just been given a special award by Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom. He's rather an interesting man. Sogil Park is the country director for Link, Liberty in North Korea, here in South Korea. What Sogil does is assist North Korean defectors to leave their country and escape to the south. He also assists them in settling here in a society that is in many ways very similar, in many other ways extremely different to their own. And this work has given him a very, very unique perspective and insight into one of the world's most mysterious countries, North Korea. Sogil, thanks for joining us on Deep Dives.
Pleasure, thanks for coming.
Okay, so Sogil, tell us what was your response when you first heard you'd won this award from the Queen?
Well, it was a surprise, a little bit surreal, if I'm honest, and also, of course, it's a big honor. And I think that sometimes these things are maybe, bigger for the parents than for the individual. And definitely when I told my dad, he was crying a lot. I think that it was big for him as a South Korean immigrant to the United Kingdom for his son to be given this kind of award. And also, this is a humanitarian cliche, but as an individual to get an award for the work of a team and also the work of a community and a movement of support for the North Korean people, it's just very lucky. And so it is those people that don't get the public recognition and that work in China and sometimes even in North Korea with great threat and without public recognition necessarily for their safety. It's with them that I want to share this award.
Sogil, North Korea is well known for the Kim dynasty and for nuclear weapons. What does the world need to know beyond those two issues?
Well, it's definitely the 25 million North Korean people and the fact that North Korea is not just a security problem, it's a country with an economy, society, culture, and there are changes happening there. And I think it's those internal changes and even opening in some ways that gives us the hope in the long run for the North Korean people and for this issue more broadly.
What would you say is the big change that's taken place in the last decade or two?
I think the two main drivers of change are the economy and the emergence of a market economy that the North Korean government increasingly has to kind of work with and reckon with, and then also the information changes of the North Korean people being able to see beyond the North Korean government's official narratives and ideologies and learn more about the outside world through contact and through media that's smuggled into the country. And so that's changing people's awareness and changing culture inside.
Sogil, could you mention to us just a couple of perhaps your more memorable experiences while working with North Korean defectors?
Yeah, sure. One conversation that sticks in the mind is I was speaking with a middle-aged guy, a few years older than myself, just days after he'd left North Korea. And it was a very open conversation, two ways. And I was seeing how comfortable he was with certain topics. And it felt like he could talk about his feelings about the North Korean government and politics and so on. And at one point in the conversation, he kind of stopped in his tracks and apologized for, he felt he was being very ineloquent. And basically he said, this is difficult to express because it's the first time in his life that he shared his actual true thoughts about his government and something which had such a big effect on his life, until this point. And so those kind of moments, feel like a big honor to be able to have them. One of the other things, one of the privileges of this work is sometimes getting to meet and know very young children, sometimes even babies and young children who are brought with their parents out of North Korea, sometimes, literally on their mothers' or fathers' backs, meeting them sometimes soon after that, and then being able to check in with them every now and then, meet them every year or so, and see them growing up in South Korea and being able to have a completely different life than they would have if their parents had stayed in North Korea. So those kind of things are quite amazing as well.
So tell us, what are the key difficulties or issues that North Korean refugees face here in South Korea, and how do you assist with those issues?
Sure. So, of course, North Korean society and South Korean society become so different. And so there's a lot of adjustment and learning that needs to happen. So in particular, in the first year of resettlement in South Korea, the first 12 to 24 months maybe, it's difficult. There's a lot to learn, get used to, mistakes to be made and learn from. And so we try and focus on that early period to both provide some sense of community to North Korean people who have come here and made literally nobody and have left all of their family, relatives, friends in North Korea, and also to work with people as they navigate into becoming a functioning member of society here. And so, finding ways that they can maybe develop a positive self-identity and self-efficacy through learning and also giving back. Teaching people about North Korea, for instance, or maybe participating in other kinds of volunteering or other activities that can give them a head start on becoming a member of society here.
Thank you very much for joining us on Deep Dives, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you very much.